Like how I'm saying, what y'all we vibing? Like, or are you in a rush? Cause you got like a couple minutes, and next
It's
you're gonna
starting.
be at the NBA YoungBoy concert.
I'm gonna be at the what?
I said you'll be at the NBA. You ain't gonna go to the NBA YoungBoy concert? You can get tickets to the NBA YoungBoy concert. Could you get me into the NBA YoungBoy concert? I was walking, I'm like, bro,
You you want to make it out safely?
what?
That is not. It's, listen,
What?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
What?
trust my dog on that. NBA. Why?
Uh, uh, what at NBA YoungBoy concert?
Yeah,
But you is the what?
too grown for that.
Allegedly.
You too grown for that.
Listen. You never too grown um for just music. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're living your lifestyle into whatever they're rapping about, that's different. You know what I'm
Did he
saying?
not just cancel his Detroit show?
Him or somebody else did. It was I
Yes,
could swear.
he just canceled his Detroit
No,
last
I think it
weekend.
was like his Chicago or something.
Whatever show he was supposed to have last Saturday,
I'm
it
saying,
got canceled.
did he cancel it or did the city cancel it?
I don't care. That should wake you up. Why?
What?
Why I want to go to something like that
What's what?
with the city canceling the show?
I'm saying, do you know what the history of why it got canceled?
I don't.
Because if he already had some of the most, if you want to say, the dangerous cities. He started off in L.A.
Again,
You know what I'm saying? It just certain.
his show got canceled. Hot Boy came downtown. I bet you they didn't. I bet you. I made sure they didn't shut Hot Boy down. They wanted to now. I made sure they didn't shut him down.
So exactly. So
Are you? Did you have plans to go to NBA YoungBoy tonight?
no,
Okay, then. So why?
I
Okay,
didn't.
so we all the way
I
back
didn't
here. Why did we end up back here?
because I wanted the Shana Rose VIP ticket.
Sharon Rose is not heavy.
I'm my bad. Shit. I don't know why I say Shana.
I don't know, but Sharon Rose does not have the VIP anything. I'm sorry.
Did you go to the Chris Brown?
No, actually, I did. See, he did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But he didn't go on.
What-
He,
what-
oh. Pause.
You know?
He didn't go on my accord. His family
Yes, he
had.
did.
His family had tickets.
But he
I saw Chris Brown last year. Did I want to go to Chris Brown? No.
Why
I
you
had no desire. I
why?
saw him last year. I've seen Chris Brown over the last decade in concert. So
Okay, so what's the difference between Chris Brown and NBA YoungBoy?
two different types of music.
What, they both light
They
skinned.
both like what? No, for me, I think there's a different age.
I can see NBA
Chris Brown
YoungBoy
has been
being
in the
from
music.
I can see NBA YoungBoy being from Crosstown.
And it would be nice.
Like if NBA YoungBoy was from any
Shout
city,
out, hold on, shout out to D Boy for being the only one from Crosstown that ever performed in the Kids Center.
that's wrong.
Shout out.
That's super
Shout out
wrong.
to Hot Boy from being a District 5 resident too, for
Mhm.
being the only one that walling out.
Yeah.
Shout
Okay.
out,
Yeah.
shout
Yeah.
out, big
Yeah.
shout out.
What else? Shit. Well, shout out to Tony Boy for being the only District 5 rapper with a food truck.
No, he's not.
Oh. Who else got a food truck that was a rapper from District 5?
We'll figure it out, but he's probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the first. Look, he's not the first to ever do it.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Oh, okay. Look, okay, see. So no. Hold on now. Mrs. Rose now. Miss Rose, I'm gonna let you know, as I say, I rock with you. No. I'm saying I was gonna let you know, like, Miss Rose, I rock with you heavy now. So I don't want you, you know what I'm saying, to take it there on that conversation.
Here's
but
what I'm gonna say.
it hit me afterwards once I said it, and I'm like, damn, should I go there or we just having a but I'm like, you know what? So okay, so I ain't gonna lie, like that.
I don't know if you want this smoke.
No, I do, cause I ain't like the reason why I feel like once I said that you said no about Tony Boy, cause Tony Boy he be supporting somebody the other person who you running against.
So I say this. There's this, unfortunately, you got to grow up from somewhere to be a part of. I live across town.
Okay.
I'm the only elected official who has ever lived across town. Okay? So, and while being elected. So let me put that there.
Even
right?
during the
Like I've been I
the
moved into Paramore in 2018. So the fact that like I am the commissioner and you find no reason to want to bridge the gap and say, well, how can we work together? Like, you got a food truck, might be able to put you in food truck places in the community in the city. Like
Hmm.
Spook reached out the other day.
Hmm.
So for to just outright choose a side, it's like, okay.
Do you feel like, um, I say this even in the black community, I think in politics and period, where certain people who have certain influence, like they stay away from the politics, from voting and everything like that, because, you know, let's say for instance, somebody comes out fully and they saying, "Hey, I'm Team Rose, boom,
Mhm.
boom, what she has done for the community, how she's been doing this, this, and that," and they publicly go hard for you. And then let's say, you know, somebody, I'm not Rose because we're gonna say Team Johnson.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And boom, somebody saying Team Johnson, blah 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 type of situation, and then Johnson lose to Williams, and then now for the next few years, somebody got to look at Williams looking like, I'm never gonna rock with you because you Team Johnson, or you ain't gonna be able. Do you think that happens?
It does, but here's I don't live in that space. There are plenty of people. People are entitled to support who they want to support, but what I would say in politics, period, what has that person done that impacts everyone and is a long lasting impact, right? So it's one thing to say, I sent you to training, but do you still have a job? I built this arena, I built this venue, but can anybody say they worked there because of me? So that I think that's my issue when folks say they support. I think people support because, oh, I know your family or I grew up around you. But what I would say is at some point you just gotta accept change. You got to say we got to look at do something new, and you got to say what is that person doing. I think somebody posted and we talked about it. Somebody posted on social media. Um, People don't rock with Shan because, and it was one of those drop comment like they were putting comments in their posts, and they were like because she's trying to uplift you, because she's not just trying to give you a free turkey, because she's trying to help you do better. And I was like, dang, is that really what it is? Because what's crazy is besides wanting to uplift everyone, I do food drives, I do turkey drives, I do toy giveaway, I do backpack giveaway, but I do more than that. Like I want to see you tell me what you want to be, and I help you get there. I want you to tell me that I made a mistake a long time ago. I got arrested and I'm a convicted felon and I want to do better for my life. Can you help? That's what I want to do. I want you to tell me like these are the struggles. How do you help me? Think like since I've been elected, I'd say one of the biggest groups of people that have hit me up are like folks that like, I just can't seem to find a way. Can you help me? Okay, cool. What are you trying to do? Let me walk you down that path. I don't live in this space of you got to be. The best way somebody put it, I don't believe in favoritism and tokenism. I don't have a clique of friends that on any given day that you could say, well, she was so and so. If I want to get to her, I gotta call so and so. No, like if you want to get to me, you call to me directly because even if you know I rock with so and so, I hang with so and so, they probably can't dictate what to do, what I decide to do. And that's literally like I live in a space of serving everybody. Like it doesn't matter. There are people who had support. Hey, Mayor Dyer supported my opponent last year when I ran in the special election. He was out waving sign, but that didn't change me coming in office and say, "Hey, Mayor Dyer, we got work to do here. Let's make this community better." Like that's what I live in the space of. So no, but it does happen where you get some people that just hate you, but then you get some people that be like, either I want better for myself or I want better for this community, so I'm gonna do what's better.
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely makes sense. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So that makes sense why um you don't like Tony Boy's
I
food truck.
I didn't say no such. Don't be putting words in my
I heard the
mouth.
whole thing.
You
It went to
asked
me
me
like,
a question. You said he's the only one, and I said I don't
have you
think
went?
so.
Would,
No, I'm gonna say this. I
have
don't
you
think
went
so.
through? Have you went to his food truck? I know you had to drive by it sometime. You had
No,
to see it.
I've never. Honestly, I don't know where he parks up. I don't know. He's not in my feed. He's not a normal in my feed. But let me say this. I don't have any issues with him.
No,
I
I
just
have
said that because
issues.
you said that because you made the comment. He's the only one, and I'm like, no. I'm pretty sure there's others
Do
because
you?
I know
I know, and I'm not to cut you off. Where I remember you said you like the only elective that lived in your name,
Paramore.
Paramore. But what about somebody like 1976 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? What about like you can't forget about Miss Betty or somebody?
Back then is one thing, but are you there now, right? Are you a part of? Did you decide to reinvest? So we talked about gentrification. That's what
Hmm.
we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so if you love somewhere, as it progresses, you should be able to say, well, you know what? I'm going to go back and move.
Yeah.
If you believed in the change that you said that this community should be changing, which means you don't believe in it.
Do you
You,
feel like gentrification good or bad?
right? It does, right? So, renting a place, it's great. You rent a place, but that's not buying back in the community. We
But
talk about buying back the block and this and that. So,
yeah.
there's nothing illegal that
Mhm.
says you can't buy a piece of property as an elected official, build and live there, right?
Yep.
So my thing is, I'm the only one. So everybody else before me has lived in other communities outside of the Paramore community, right? So you may have been born there, you may have lived there. I would say in some parts, some people may say Paramore is the same Paramore from what you said, 1976. Some may say that. Some may say it's evolved. It looks different, but I'm committed. And I moved into Paramore when it was going in the last decade, when it was going through the hardest time, where we were having the back and forth shootings, we were having the nonstop shootings, where it's like, okay, enough is enough. What are we gonna do to fix this?
Um, that's great. Do you feel like gentrification is good or bad?
So gentrification only happens when there is a lack of education. If I am empowering you and educating you, I'll give you an example. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, Camping World is, and I'll use Camping World as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Camping World, $400 million in renovations.
Phew, that's a lot of money.
Gentrification happens when I don't want to educate you. If I don't tell the residents that live there, hey, we're about to spend $400 million on this, I'm gonna tell you why. With development, your property taxes and property insurance will probably increase. So if I educated you as a tax paying homeowner, hey, this is happening. There's a possibility. I'm educating you that there's a possibility that, hey, you may need to go get a second job. You may be looking to upskill. You might be looking to find a promotion at your job because there's a potential, or you may need to start saving a little bit, right? Cut back on a couple trips a year because there is a potential when you get your net.
Them people ain't taking no trip.
Yes. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody in the audience. They are people. You think people just stay at home all day? They taking trips. They going out to eat. People are living their lives, right? They're even the
I'm
ones who cry,
saying
even
what
the ones who cry broke. They be the ones that be at every
I'm
concert.
saying. I'm saying you said Camping World, right? So if the area that's closest to Camping World type of thing like that, most likely they're not the ones that taking 2-3 trips a year.
Yes, they are. I don't know what makes you think that that's an impoverished community. I don't know what makes you think anywhere,
I didn't
even
say
even.
impoverished. I'm just saying as to like I'm looking where Camping World is at,
Mhm.
like where it's close enough to where it's going where the people are affected is going to be like
There's 5 communities in that one community, so I think folks are so stuck on District 5 just being Paramore. District 5 includes Paramore, but it's more than that. So it starts downtown. You got Mercy Drive, you got Ivy Lane, you got Malibu, Timberleaf. In just
yeah,
the,
that's going to affect Camping World. I mean, that's
of
Camping World.
course, because if property
Okay,
taxes
then.
go, if
All
property
right.
taxes go up,
I thought meant I'm talking about like literally. I'm looking at Camping World and like right
so
across the street type
but
of
just Camping World, there's 5 communities there.
vibe. Okay,
So you
got
got Bunchman, you got Clear Lake, you got Rock Lake, you got Lakes. There's 5 communities right in that corridor. So
got you.
it's one of those. It's a thought process that people say, well, so going back to education. So
Yeah.
if I'm educating the residents, I'm letting you know, hey, there's not much I can do about it. But with this, it may be a nice, pretty stadium. It may look pretty, but it may come with increased costs in the
Yeah.
area. Then the other part of education is making sure that the builders, the contractors, the person who does, whether you do electrical work, you do plumbing work, you do uh, AV work. Hey, we renovating our stadium. Come and see what job opportunities are
So
available.
let's say like this. Why if like the city or in the area type of vibe people like commissioners like that, not say don't care, but like care, um why isn't the education like told to them? Like we're like, okay, look, all right, if we ain't gonna be able to knock each door to door, tell y'all what's going on, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the kickball game, whatever like that, to teach y'all about what's what, but in the kickball game, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that.
I think that's one of the biggest struggles of this transition that this community is facing. They're so used to the fun that the nitty gritty, getting down to business, is what people are struggling.
Mhm.
Well, she's the uppity. We're always in the suit when I see her. Well, yeah, there's some rooms I gotta sit in to make sure y'all are represented, and so
Yeah.
I can't go. Sorry, I can't go with the t-shirt on.
Mhm.
There's some rooms I do have to wear a dress. There's some room. I mean, there's times I done went fishing at one of our events. I was in heels because I had come from one thing representing the community, but I wanted to spend time in the community. So I think that that's the
So you
transition
saying
that
Regina's wearing t-shirts?
I don't talk about people.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to figure out because you're like, I'm sorry, I can't wear t-shirts, and I'm
I'm
like,
sorry I don't hang out at Anvets and I don't hang out at the Legion on the weekend. I'm sorry.
mm,
I'm sorry. I'm
mm,
sorry. I'm sorry. In the evening time, I'm checking emails
no,
and figuring out how I get services for the community. I'm sorry.
no.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying.
I ain't know they was hanging
I'm
out
not.
at the
I don't. That's my thing. Like my fun is making sure I can provide for this district, provide for this city. Because, while I am the District 5 City Commissioner, everything I vote on impacts the entire city, and I have to tell folks that. So if we change a policy, that policy is not just for District 5. We change policies for the whole city. So there's sometimes where people.
Cause y'all the big dogs.
I mean,
Okay, District 5, and then y'all like y'all can big bank take little bank type of vibe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
right? And so
Do
what?
y'all look down? I mean, you ain't gonna admit it though, but as until like I'm District 5, I know District 2 did not just say to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Well, I do.
it's like
Okay, wait, hold on,
you know
hold
what I'm
on.
saying? Like
Let me tell you why.
it's like I should be sitting here. Like I'm
wait, wait,
District
wait.
Five. I need to be
Wait. So let me tell
go
you
bring her
why.
up a chair.
Okay, wait. So let me tell you why. Okay, wait, audience, hold on. Let me tell you why. So I believe in representation,
Okay.
and so I will say this: I am the youngest elected commissioner in the entire Orange County. Right, all the municipalities, Maitland. You take all of them, Ocoee, Apopka. You take all of them. I'm the youngest, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so unfortunately, some people try to treat me like that. Like you the little girl, you don't know what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
I be like, I know a little. I might not know everything, but I know a little something. So I do have to remind folks when it come to District 5, don't tell me what to do in my District 5. I have had some blows with my colleague, and
Yeah.
I respect all of my colleagues, the mayor and all of and the other commissioners. But when it comes to the District 5 business, let me handle the District 5
Mm.
business. And I've had to say that, like, for example, this is the first time in over 2 decades that Orange Avenue has been open. I put my foot down. Like this is my district. This is where I serve. I serve these businesses and these restaurants. We gonna open back up the street. So you make that joke, and I have had to say like, ho,
Mhm.
don't and this is political comment, but don't tread on my District 5
Yeah.
downtown.
Got you. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like where like a parent like, hey, don't worry about my children. We got
We straight over here.
we good over here.
Yeah, we good over
Yeah,
here.
we good over here. Type of vibe. Okay, that's no, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, what are some of the things that you can say that you have done and that you are super proud about since you've been in office? That you like, I did this, I did that, type of vibe.
So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna get there.
Mhm.
The purpose of an elected official is to be able to get the job done.
Okay.
So there were a lot of lingering projects that we have successfully sealed the deals on. So I'll use Camping World and Kia Center as an example. There's $600 million worth of renovations between the two venues. That had been conversations looming for a while, a while, a
You
while.
gotta help me start getting some contracts in there.
You gotta tell me what kind of work you're trying to do.
It don't even matter. I don't care what if it's a contract for what, like ketchup, like something. I don't give what. Cause everything. Think about like them contracts. You be like, okay, like this company got the contract for all the toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? This is the contract where they gonna light bulbs, and this is the
Hmm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
So there's been a lot of projects and developments that I've been able to close the deals on. So I don't know if you know the community Harless in the States.
Arlington States.
So if you're on John Young, right as you cross over Colonial, there's a gas station, there's Maxwell Terrace, and then there's a whole pink wall right across from the Greyhound bus.
Okay,
You
I
know
know
what
you
Caribbean
talking about.
Sunshine is?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that pink community has no sidewalks, no drainage, and it's been like that for over a decade. So again, seal the deal. We were able to seal the deal and get the money. We have been talking about that project for years, but
Yeah.
we were able to seal the deal and we got over like $30 million worth of infrastructure. So those are things that I've been able to bring across.
Congratulations. That's raw. That's
Right.
raw.
Been able to get over the finish line. There's a bunch more. What I can say that I've activated in the 15 months that I've been the commissioner. So I've got a mobile senior medical bus that can
Okay.
come out to seniors and it's got everything. It would be like literally it's a doctor's office on wheels. Build a partnership with the mobile dental bus.
Mm.
So during the summertime, all of our kids got sealants and cleaning right at the rec
That's
centers.
amazing.
We were able finishing finishing projects more. We're able to open up the downtown rec center.
Okay.
We have unveiled middle school programming after school, but late. So from the 6 to 9 corridor, the 6 to 9 time, I could go to the laundry list. And crime is down 27%. Homicides and shootings are down.
Yeah.
Physical things that I have started. So there's a project. Unfortunately, if you go on Orange Center, there's an unfinished project. Previously, the wrong developer was selected, didn't have the financing for the project, so the development is just sitting there. So because it's now in litigation and in court, and folks that may be watching this Hannibal Square off Orange Center in Tampa, but there was a phase 2 to the project, so I have started that process to finish phase 2. We just broke ground on an affordable housing complex, 137 units in the Ivy Lane corridor.
That's amazing.
And there's probably a whole lot more. Like, I
Yeah.
don't have a
Yeah.
list in front of me,
Same.
but what I have been able to do is intentionally hear from the community and really connect with the community. So, as you see on social media, I do a lot of small business spotlights where I'm shouting out businesses, letting people know, okay, if you're looking for a lawn care, if you're
Like
looking for
Chris.
a contractor, oh, like Crest. Yes, like Crest. So Crest is a business that is downtown, right? I
It,
don't get to
it's a
discriminate.
small. It's a small owned business, right?
It is because it is a
Shout out
small.
to Chris. Shout out to Broy. Everybody. Yes.
Yes, y- the smoke that I be getting for doing
Yeah.
my job, right? And actually, that let me say this,
And that person. No, go ahead. What you say?
that really isn't my job. But
Yeah.
what I have done is a business that's in my district. It is my job to make sure that they can survive.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just because something looks or might be more expensive, that don't mean they're not struggling. That don't mean. I mean, when you
And
look at
I
these,
and I was surprised about when my boy Joshua, you know what I'm saying, he owned a Sienna's, shout out to Sienna's. I was surprised when he made a post because I'm like, he ain't even that, like he ain't that type of person. Like he really ain't that type of person, you know what I'm saying? So that when I seen it, I'm like, ooh, and then like the comments, and I ain't like people was rocking with you, people was in the comments.
yeah, like they were like, but it is like
Yeah.
so. That's the thing. It doesn't make it. So I'll give you an example. So if we own a jewelry shop right now and we was making millions of dollars,
Mhm.
you think we don't need a shout out too? Just because we're
Shout out to
making
Limitless Jewelers.
shout out. But like think about that, right? Like
Yeah.
we could be making that don't mean that we don't need a shout out. That
Yeah.
don't mean you don't know that I might have made $1 million last month. That don't mean I made that this month. That don't
Mhm.
mean that $1 million I didn't take it and invest it. What if I made $1 million last month, paid all my bills, invested it, and now I'm hoping that I can make money this month to
Yep.
pay my bills, right?
Mhm.
So I think that's the misconception. So for me, I represent all. I had to get beat up about Hugh Magoo's. They were like, that's not a small business. Okay, fine. A downtown business because to me, it's a small business inside of my community, inside of my district.
What did you get from Huey Magoo's?
What you mean? I get
You ain't got no food?
But I just stopped by. So I'm intentional on meeting the
Oh.
businesses. I'm intentional on meeting the businesses. Maybe did we go back? I don't think. I don't think we've been back. It's on the to do list.
I got an idea what we
Okay.
could do, right?
Mhm.
So what we could do is, so when you go to the different small owned businesses type
Mhm.
of thing, you're doing a shout out type of vibe. I can come with you and I can do the foodie vibe.
Okay.
And then like I eat the food type of thing. Even if you don't, we can make a little content for them. So like they gonna get the picture and all them type of vibe from you, and then we can come in with a foodie vibe and do all the content. And show them I can be the greedy person. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll say this. Most places I do try something, whether it's coffee or something small. It just so happened that day I was
You're
there.
good at the other spots. And then when it got who like you
I was
be
like,
like,
"It's over." I was like, wait, this is down here. Yeah, let me shout it
yeah.
out. But that's the thing. Like, I live in that space of like, it doesn't matter. Again, you could be making the most money. You could be the rich, but that don't, the when does a you could be the best interceptor in football. Does that stop NFL for saying,
Who's the best interceptor in football?
come on, shout out Kirby,
Come on now.
shout out Jones High School.
Okay.
But they like does the NFL supposed to say, hey, you're the best interceptor. We're not going to talk about you. We're going to
No,
talk about
no,
this.
no, fact.
Oh, so that's what I live in a space of like. I've got to make sure that I take care of everybody in the district. Those, and you may not know, and that's the thing, you may not know if a business is struggling, right?
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that you don't struggle. I want to make sure everybody who is in District 5 is thriving.
Dang.
That's my goal. That's my vision.
Shoot, people need to go ahead and move down to District 5 because, shoot.
We got
They say they say you ain't playing.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not. Here's what I say. I used to work at the city of Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the projects and the programs and how things go, I've either seen them from birth or I birthed them, right? But I don't walk around saying, "Hey, that was my baby." No, what I do is I high five when I'm voting on something. "Hey, we doing that project that I had talked about."
Yeah.
And I'll give an example. So the retail and restaurant business, the program that we have in the CRA in the downtown corridor, when I was in the CRA, I used to tell my boss all the time, listen, we need to figure out a way to get real restaurants and even figure out how we get a couple chains down here, right? Because that's what some folks are looking for. Some folks say, I like to go to South Beach because blah, 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 blah is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So other than name brand hotels, how do we get some name brand restaurants downtown? So we got to do something specifically for them and say that's where we're enticing new businesses that folks know, and how do we bring them here?
Yeah.
So I wrote the program, wrote the whole thing out. I left the city of Orlando. So it's funny to come back and it's a real program that I'm voting on and I'm
Yeah.
voting on things. So no, if I was to sit, it's so funny when you hear people say that was my idea. No, actually, I would say 90% of government is employees. Your employees are doing the work and they say this may work out better or that may work out better. Or I came across this. So for example, we have a partnership with a labor pool at the city. And so the staffing agency, that's our way to make sure we can get convicted felons in, right?
Okay.
So because there's some liabilities with taking individuals in, you would say pass a test, so to speak. There's certain crimes that we won't, but with the agency that, you're the liability. You take on the liability, so you take on whatever it is, and you say, okay, if something would happen, it's under you, it's not under us. But that's our way of saying we're giving people second chances. Second chances look different for everyone, and so till we get to the point in the
About third
space,
chances.
I think you could give people chances. It's just what kind of chances are you giving them?
That'd be like a marketing thing too. Everybody say hey, I deserve a second chance. What if it's your third or fourth chance? Do you think third or fourth chance is
I think it's
the
how
same as second?
I think it's how egregious it gets, right? So I could say, you may say, okay, well, you got caught with a suspended license, right? So you got arrested and convicted, right? Why you look like that? Why you look like? Why you look like that? Wait, no, the whole time. A person actually gets arrested for it,
Yeah.
right? So you say, okay, I'll give you a chance, get your license together. Then you get a person that say that same person, well, they got caught with some cocaine, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you another chance, right?
That's crazy how a suspended license is the same level as cocaine.
But hold on, wait.
Sheesh.
Hold on, wait. You asking for second chances? Do you want the second chance or not?
That's not the same. That's not the same. Somebody.
Hold on, cause y'all don't really want to go there.
Why? You been arrested?
No, I ain't talking about me. Y'all, I'm gonna talk about second. You want to stick on second chances?
I don't have no. I never had a one chance.
I ain't talking about anybody here, but I'm just talking in general.
So who are you speaking about?
There's an individual,
and
I don't call people names.
Yeah.
That have been arrested for all of that, including battering a police officer, cocaine possession, bad checks.
Boy, why you talking about Regina like that?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you talking about that one. You over there talking about that woman like that.
Hold on.
Hey, you know what'd be dope? If y'all had a community fundraiser type of thing of a boxing match, y'all too. Shana Shane Rose versus.
I do not promote violence.
No, that's not violent. That's not violent. Cause I ain't y'all both want to swing on each other. It is y'all both. Cause y'all don't be bullying. they got
Listen, hold on,
they
wait,
got
we
the
was
new
talking.
thing of like the slap thing to where
Hold
you like
on.
yourself.
Listen, we not done yet because we was talking about what egregious you could do, right?
No, you was talking about all the different.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 21 chances, and then you steal from an old person. So
Allegedly, right?
there's no allegedly. It's in black and white.
Oh,
It's on
okay.
paper. Mortgage. The mortgage. I don't think you could take away mortgage. Can you take away a mortgage document? It's a yes or no question.
You the commissioner.
Okay. Is that forgivable? When you cross an old person, and that's is it forgivable? Is that forgivable? I don't even care. Okay, let's put it like this.
Only God can judge.
No, no, no. It's not about judging. No, because there will be a jury panel that will judge also. But hold on. Hold on.
I'm listening.
Can you forgive that? If somebody stole from your mama or your granny, would you forgive them?
No.
$100,000? Use the credit for mortgage? Could you forgive them? I'm just asking that's the serious question we having right now.
If they open up a twisty tree in the hood, right?
No, no, no. I'm asking to see you can't answer a serious question.
I don't know. I said no. Me personally.
Okay, then. So that's
yeah.
Thing, right?
Because it hits home different.
It does.
But if I'm just watching it type of thing, you know what I'm saying? I guess you people like would feel like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like a Netflix movie.
Right. If it's a movie, but even in the movie, be like, well, I want to slap that person. I want to do something crazy to that person. But you take advantage of an old person. So how many chances do you get? That's what's on the line right now. How many other chances do you get? How many other chances do you get? I just want to know. Like, I think that's the real question.
How many chances would you need?
I'm not stealing from an old person. I'm not thinking about in any way, shape, or form. I'm not gaining a relationship in my position. I'm not gaining a relationship with an elderly person and then getting anything from them. I'm not going to get facelift and teeth done and vacations and trips. Those is in black and white, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, I love this podcast.
I mean, it's not live, so you can take out what you want to take out.
They can take nothing out. What? They can't take nothing.
What, am I wrong, dog?
No, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that's my thing. Like, and I want folks to really wake up to realize that. Like, it's
but do you
not
think that could be done?
What happened?
Do you think that could be done though?
What could be done?
That community boxing match between you and Regina.
I don't believe in violence.
That's not violent.
So what is it then?
Cause I ain't gonna lie, tell you the truth, y'all doing more than violence. Cause y'all, yeah. Yeah, like that, like that, or like a kickball game, like, or something. I think it would be kind of dope. It would raise a lot of money because everybody and their mama come out. Or even if it's something like to where it ain't like it's like okay, Team Rose basketball game versus Team Hill. You know what I'm saying? Talk about raise money.
How about this? How about you?
And y'all all giving back to District 5.
How about passing the baton and working with me? How about I've been elected for 18 months and she has never once picked up the phone to say, "Hey, can I help you?" She has never once picked up the phone. You can look right now, you can tell her that's a good one right there. Okay. That's a really good one right here. Okay. Okay. So how about I have been elected since June of 2024. Not once has she picked up the phone to say, "Let me teach you. Let me make sure you're successful. I started on this project. I started on this program. Let me show you where you're going to get some robot. Let me show you where there's going to be some money. You could work on helping some things in the district. Let me help. Matter of fact, let me come be your aide. Because I want to move District 5 forward together." She's never done that. She's never done that, right? You can't change that seat. But what you can do is say, if you really, really love a community, I'm going to do what's in the best interest. I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to say, okay, I want to see this better. Hey, can you appoint me to this committee because I know we used to struggle in that. Hey, can you put me on this advisory board because I know that I can help with this. Hey, let me tell you, this is where I was struggling. And then if you put it in the whole, like, because there's this underlying that there's an allegation that, like, maybe there was a big project or something she was trying to put her foot down about. Make sure I go put my foot down about it. Help me. Be my backbone to say, I was trying to do. But no, when it's all said and done, it's about a job and a title and a paycheck. That's what the real truth is. It's about a paycheck. It's about a job.
Okay.
How can because I get this all the time. How did I get her arrested? I wasn't the one. I ain't the FDLE. I'm not the one. I wasn't at swiping that lady credit card. I wasn't at the closing table when you was getting a mortgage. How am I the one that got you arrested?
Isn't allegedly she won't swiping the credit card?
Camera, you on camera?
Okay, okay, I know I ain't seen much. Okay,
Okay.
just checking. I'm just asking.
Forget about that. Just take the mortgage. Boy, let's take the mortgage. Let's just take the mortgage. The mortgage fraud. You put that lady name on the mortgage. That's public, black and white. That's public record,
Mm,
right?
mm.
So if you say, okay, if you get a loophole to the whole swiping of the credit cards, and how did I, as Shan Rose, get you arrested for those things?
Did you anyway kind of highlight it?
No, I didn't care. That's between you and the God that you serve. If you think that finding a vulnerable elderly person, this lady had dementia. We done seen the videos of this lady, and she looked like she wasn't in her right state of mind. The video with the cameras coming out her house. We've seen that. She didn't sound like she was in her right. The audio clips that we've heard, she didn't sound like she was. She sounded like a very fragile old lady. If you took, I don't care if you took a banana from that lady. What's wrong with you?
Mm, yeah.
Is that what? If I know, if let me, here's what I would say. If there's something to be reported, then you report it. But if there's nothing to be reported, I don't live in that space. I wasn't there. I didn't live there. I didn't live in the neighborhood. So somebody saw what she was doing and felt it wasn't right. But
Yeah.
I get the blame for it. I wasn't there with you was when you was going to get your teeth done. I wasn't there with you was allegedly getting your facelift. I wasn't there when you was allegedly doing all that stuff. So that's my thing. Like when you say you want to be a leader, even take her, and that's not my biggest thing. Take her current criminal case. A leader is someone who's gonna uplift. Since I've been elected, she showed up to community meetings and been disruptive. She showed up to community events and tried to push herself. She's just
I
been
seen it on
disruptive.
Facebook, and my dog, my dog was standing there with my dog was standing there with the person.
Right. Yeah, that's my thing. So if it's about uplifting the community, then you gonna yeah. If your whole goal is like when I got it, no, it's about a paycheck. It's always been about a paycheck. It's always been about a status and a title and being able to say, oh, she said that on social media before. Nobody wants to invite me
And you know
anywhere.
what? What kind of sound like this here sitting there listening to it of the situation? Damn.
No,
It
say
sound
it.
it sound like on the politics side
Hmm.
of things is Hot Boy and Glock 9. Like you know what I'm saying? The music, okay, but music, but now the politics it sound like cause y'all been dropping disses on each other.
Hold
Like
on, hold
like
on.
no, I mean diss tracks.
Hold on. I haven't dropped anything. I've
No,
been
no,
working.
no,
No, no, no, no, no.
no, no,
But
yeah.
that's the thing. I get. But listen, I get blamed for everything. I have to remind folks. Always remember that story when there's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm in the seat, but I'm doing the work. What happens is that because I'm doing, I could right now, I could go and I could do an event at the park right now. Yeah, that was my idea. I started that. Well, who cares? Who cares? You trying to stay relevant again, and I boldly say it. She got my phone number not once. She went on the news during a special election. I'll work with whoever gets elected. I'm gonna work with. No, I can't be controlled. I am unbossed and unbought, like in the worlds of Shirley Chisholm. You can't buy me. You can't. I'm you. Nobody can say I made you. I did this for you. I did no, like I genuinely go. I've been a community activist. I've been a community organizer. I have built real relationships with folks. I have been a real guiding light for folks. So folks are gonna say, yeah, I genuinely like I didn't need anything. I didn't have a title. I wasn't the commissioner, but I could talk about the work that I've done. I could talk about the COVID vaccination events that I was able to host. I could talk about Father's Day. You came. There's no one who could say that they came to me with an idea and I didn't figure it out and I didn't try to make it work.
Yeah.
When you came to me with Father's Day, did I say no, no, no?
Nope.
But didn't she bash you? Oh, she bashed you. You don't remember that when you got bashed for La Palace being on the flyer? Oh, you missed that. Let me go find that on social media.
You tell me.
Yes, she bashed the event because La Palace was a sponsor. She was dragging. Oh,
Oh, that's
she.
crazy. Cause I never seen it. And the thing too, I was in La Palace. I ain't do no event at La Palace.
They
Oh, but
was they were a sponsor. Their
oh, so
logos
she
on
oh
the.
they ain't, hey, I ain't seen that. Dang.
But because it wasn't her idea, it was I'm a bash. No, no, how about dang, this is a good Father's Day event. Let
Oh
me
yeah.
go. Let me go.
Well, shout out my dog Bird, man. Shout out to Bird, man. You know what I'm saying? Bird gang. You know, I personally didn't know anything about Little Palace. You know what I'm saying? But
But that's what I'm
I'm
trying to
part of the
say.
team. I'm part of the team though.
But that's what I'm just saying.
You know,
Like,
that's where he work at, and you know what I'm saying. And they want to donate whatever, like I think they donate like $500 to $1,000,
but
something
that's
like
my
that.
thing. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
you gotta love
space.
the naked hustle too, right?
Listen, in Tampa, it's legal. They have zones.
Yeah.
So
Is District 5 anywhere? Is La Palace District 5?
no, it's
Well,
in the county. We don't have we don't have any.
What they call them zones? Just out of curiosity. We can cut this out. I'm just out of curiosity.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like I think it's in it's in the red light district, but it's kind of like prostitution zones where like if you in this square, if I know what you're doing, but it's just to alleviate the arrest because most of those arrests they get thrown away unless they depend on where they are, but it's really like prostitution zones.
and also too, I bet, and
No,
I
it's
bet
fine.
also too, they made it county and not district, because so District 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. How many commissioners are there?
So City of Orlando has 6 in the county and a city mayor, sorry. And the same thing with county. The county has 6 commissioners and 1 mayor. So your mayor ultimately could be your splitting vote or deciding vote, but that's it's 6
I
and
see
6.
what they did right there. They made it to. I'm sorry.
No, you're
They made it to where no politician or that can get in trouble for going to the strip club.
What that got to do with it? What?
They,
Now, I'ma
so they
give
like you. Cause they're like, hey, we're gonna make this county. You know what I'm saying? To it ain't my. Imagine if you was in La Palace. You know, you're like, hey, Commissioner Rose is in La Palace going. Hey,
Oh, I was about to get to Rachel's.
this
Wait,
steakhouse.
Wait. I'm gonna get to Rachel's. Okay, so I was just about to go there. So back in the days, Rachel served good food.
They still do.
Right. So back in the
Allegedly.
back in the days, some of our city workers would go lunchtime and they would go to Rachel's to eat lunch, allegedly, right?
Yep.
But now that's a ban. You can't. You
Can't go to Rachel's for the steak no more.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I might fight that. You know.
Hey, why not? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna get a lot of support though. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna definitely get a lot of support.
Here's what I say. Like, I just want folks to realize. Okay, so I guess we gotta slide. Hold on. What did you say? You feel like you gonna have what? Hold on. Oh, welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Back Oh man, what I missed?
Repeat what you just said after this interview. What now?
I said, oh, she's probably gonna look at me like after this interview thing. Like, this some good shit.
What did she do for you?
Oh, I ain't lying, never. I met her. I met her one time. That's it.
Okay, but what has she ever done for you?
I don't think. No. But I ain't gonna lie, tell you the truth. Even with you, on like I guess you say on the bias vibe or whatever. Even before you was even in office, you always supported me. Like you, if I had like an idea or something like that, you came to a lot of my nonprofit sit downs, or if it's just me, my mom, and my sister, and somebody else in there, you always pulled up.
But that's what when I always tell people, why did I run in 20 when I decided to run in 21? Because my question, and I looked on her face, what have you done for young people? If you are not partnering with the young people, if you are not asking, how do I take you to the next level? Because at some point you got to pass the mantle on, right? We can't find ourselves, and Joe Biden was Joe Biden. We can't find ourselves with that's who's leading every part of government.
Yeah.
On the local level, the state level, the federal, everybody can't be old. We got to have some young people. So when I looked at her face and I said, what have you done for young people? She couldn't answer. So I say that to say,
What do you consider young?
Anybody under 50.
Definitely.
Anybody under 50.
I know I gonna make some. Hey, look, aunties and grandmas. Y'all
No.
ain't too old now.
No, I say that to say like anybody, because when you start getting to 55, you start, you can there's certain special housing for 55 and up. But you know that and I go younger than that because it's young. Shout out to my high school kids because like I partner with Evans, Jones, whatever. When they call, I don't have a favorite high school. I graduated from Poinciana High School, so I'm an Eagles. Go Eagles.
Shout out Evans.
So I said that to say I serve Evans and Jones, and I would say this: I'm intentional on that because I don't want anybody to feel left out. I don't want it to be.
So y'all are left out, baby.
No, because one may. No.
Oh man, y'all be participation trophies. ain't like that.
So actually, it's funny you should say that. I actually had some community partners that reached out and they were wanting to do. I said, pause. Jones and Evans are both community schools and they get a lot of resources. Dr. Phillips and Olympia do serve the rest of the district and the rest of the city.
Yeah.
So no, I did in full transparency. I actually had a phone call.
You get enough for the fun.
No.
Y'all get everything.
No. So it's funny you.
But y'all heard this. Y'all hearing this, right? Y'all hearing this, right?
Now y'all get everything.
The ginger
No.
kids,
So,
yeah.
like,
y'all get everything.
So I say that to say, like I did. I had a community partner that reached out, and I said no. I said there are a lot of kids in my district who go to the Dr. Phillips and Olympia. The district is really split. That when you talk about the Malibu area, you talk about the Carver Shores area, Metro West. Those kids, they need the same amount of help and assistance because people see the title of the school and they see elite,
Yeah.
affluent. They forget that kids are bused from certain parts of the other parts of the entire area. So you say that to say like.
Friends was from Carver Shores and type of like vibe. Like
So that's my thing. So I'm intentional on and I said that, and they was like, I never thought. I said, of course you didn't think about that. That's why I'm the commissioner. That's why I'm here
That's why
to
you-
tell you.
That's why
That's
you.
why I'm the no.
I know you get the car sometimes, turn to be like,
Yeah.
Kind of like turn to.
Her responsibility is to oversee the schools. So here's what happens. There's a lot of community partners. They typically will get funding from the government, whether it's city or county. And then they're like, how do I spend the money? And so this particular organization is a trade organization. I don't want to say their name because there's multiple trade organizations that serve the city. They do trade training, and so it's big. I'm big on there's more than college. So while I have a associate's, bachelor's, and master's, there is more than a college degree, and there's life besides that. And so the trades are big. Construction industry they're at a decrease at a very big gap of employees that they need. So I'm very very intentional. No, it's been before. It's been before Trump has been in office. It's been that way for a while because it's not a promoted thing. We do more promoting. Go to college. Go off to college, and we don't. In my opinion, I don't see us yell and scream and shout and congratulate when somebody finished plumbing school. When straight out that plumbing school, you could go to no. Exactly. Right? And so that's my thing. Like, we don't do enough of promoting and shouting and screaming from our long time. The person who was committed to that 8 to 18-week program, getting a trade, who directly goes off to in that field where we could go to college and we can never get a job in our field, right? So like
4 years, 5 years.
I have a master's degree in public administration. I was working government when I was getting that, but the average person can't say that. When I go to places and I see these interns and they're like, "Well, I just graduated college and I got this degree or that degree." Well, you're not working. You ain't got a whole bachelor's degree. You ain't working. Now it's one thing if you got a good job outside of what you went to school for, but like you ain't got a job and you got a what kind of degree? And so the trades,
Streaming University.
so tired. The trades.
They learn how to make content. Yeah.
I can't. I just can't. Oh Lord. Okay.
Stir the
Go
pot.
ahead, before get ahead, stir the pot. Go ahead.
Oh no, I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna have to get you a little honey, a Winnie Bruno, a honey, yeah. So
You know
you
what
can
I'm
stir it for real.
Yeah. As long as they ain't,
It's gonna have a nice rose on it. That way, Brandon.
There you go. Okay.
Brandon.
As long as you know what I'm saying, you have to get some funding for it.
For the pot?
For the pot.
For the pot. Cause we stir the pot.
It ain't gotta be 600 million. Nah. But you know what I'm saying?
You know,
Maybe we can just
just a little off the stir the pot.
Okay, so what you was about to stir the pot with? You said that.
I wasn't gonna say on camera because I need to talk about that. Oh, I got a question. So
Okay, are we cutting this? Are we cutting this?
I got a question. So when is the election date?
November 4th.
November 4th. When and like, what's the best ways that like you guys are going to help the people get to the voting polls, or like how y'all gonna promote it? Like,
So I don't want to talk about my strategy because
okay.
this is how we gonna keep being a District 5
Okay.
commissioner.
So you know what I'm saying? After November 4th.
We having a big party. As a matter of fact, it's EDC weekend. It is.
Okay.
Don't
I did not say that. I do not do drugs.
She finna be in it.
Oh yeah, Big Rose wants to scream.
She gonna be like, woo!
To clear the air, I do not do drugs.
Just joking.
But can you get me tickets? Get that in your district. Yes.
I cannot pull political favors. That's what that would be.
Okay, that's what I do.
I ain't known the political favors.
We're gonna no. We're gonna go add it to your content team, and we're gonna record content for you after you win, and we're gonna follow you around while you celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
All you just need is backstage passes.
Backstage passes. Ooh, child.
You think you ain't finna be in line?
What?
Records every year for gatherings in that area.
I think
They do what?
They say every year.
I made a post about that. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. What post is? They made what was it, like 350 million. It's crazy. It was something crazy. Now, do you feel like EDC is better than Classic Weekend?
Oh, come on.
They're incomparable. I'm gonna tell you why they're incomparable.
Incomparable, bro.
They're
Come
two different audiences.
That's
You can't compare the two
that you cannot.
because they're two different audiences.
Cannot.
No, Classic Weekend brings in about anywhere from $30 to $50 million. So I can't say that. It's two different groups of
Yeah,
people.
groups of people.
EDC is Classic Weekend. EDC is a younger. Okay, so let me say this: Classic brings all ages because alums are.
I could
You could be a
classic was for the college kids.
No. It's a college football game, but your alums are who are driving the economy around it,
Okay.
whether they're buying tickets
There
or
we
they're
go.
having it, they're camping.
That's what.
Correct. So you're not gonna go to EDC. Well, you never know, but the chances are very slim that you're gonna see somebody under 50 at EDC.
Ain't you going?
What about 49?
I'm just saying averagely. You're gonna get people of all ages that are gonna want to enjoy an activity, but your average age is gonna be a younger crowd for EDC. Classic Weekend is everybody.
Yeah.
And so I say it's like you can't compare there, and I hate the comparison. They're apples to oranges. But I say that like people always compare the two. No. But like we could sit right there to have the conversation that people don't want to have. So a lot of folks complain about the extra police presence during Classic Weekend. Let me tell you why. Because the neighborhood calls. Police do not show up, and I promise you, police do not show up anywhere unless the community complains about it. So what you see is the presence and say, well, they got the loud music, they blocking traffic, they
So we
they
gotta move.
do this.
So we gotta move. We gotta move
this.
Classic Weekend to the where they having the ED
And that correct.
parking. Mm-hmm.
Listen, if anybody look, shout out to two things. Shout out if anyone is doing Uber or Lyft or you ride the little petty cabs on the bike, cause that's when you gonna make your killer money. Them kids park downtown and walk, not but they walk. They walk.
Yep.
So it's different. So that's why I keep telling folks you can't compare the two. One is more your 911 calls for EDC is just gonna be I live in Maitland and the music is too loud. That's what you're gonna
But
get.
that's the thing.
That's right.
But during Classic Weekend, you're gonna get I hear them arguing. I see, and you know what's the crazy part in all of this? People go and they pull up in gas station. They don't even go inside the store and spend $50. Think about that, right? So if you're not even going to spend money there,
That's
you
parking
can't
lot pimping
compare
right
the
there.
two because EDC ain't coming to do nothing but park a car. They might pick up something.
you
Look, hold on. Listen, I'm not picking EDC. Hold on. They're two different. They might pick up something along the way to support the community in some kind of way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And then they go party. And then what do? They go at their after parties. And that's it. During Classic Weekend.
That's an all day.
It is. It's all weekend. From
the
Thursday
sun
gone.
down.
Mm-hmm. It is. And listen, unless you in that network, you don't know about it, right? Unless you in that network, you don't know anything about it. Other than that, Classic Weekend, everybody, we just gonna go hang out in the streets in downtown Orlando. Like,
Silver Star. We're gonna be on Silver Star.
so that's
Just
my
pulling
thing.
up.
Like that.
per day. Estimated 130 million.
Yes.
That's why I was trying. That's the only thing I was trying to make. There's such a huge difference.
There is. So that's why I said they're incomparable, right?
EDC is better for the community than Classic Weekend.
No, 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 no.
All events are great for the community because families and friends and people get to enjoy themselves. Period.
Get together.
Point blank. Period. There's no one event better than the next because it all depends on what your genre. I may not like EDM. You might.
Like you ain't going to NBA YoungBoy concert.
I'm not going to NBA YoungBoy.
But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like the different.
It is.
Would you go to a Method Man or Mary J. Blige or KRS-One concert at EDC?
They wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't be. They wouldn't be a headliner.
They would never be there.
Now,
Mary J's never
now-
been there, but
Mary would never be there.
Method and them has been there.
at performing,
Performing at EDC.
or they were just present.
KRS-One and both been.
They've been there to perform
They've been there before. They've been on the stage.
at EDC. At At EDC here in Orlando. I listen. That's the first I heard.
That's first I heard.
Doing what?
Yes.
No, I'm saying doing what?
They doing his thing.
Listen. That's the first.
See,
listen,
I like to
and
look
I
things
think-
up.
I think
I believe Red Man.
so. I don't think I would change. I don't think that would change my mentality to go to EDC. Period. Right.
Mm-mm.
I would, and this is something I'm gonna put out there so that the folks listening, I would like to get a Rolling Loud here. Because then that
there
would-
we go.
That's what I would. It's the same. So I don't know if you know, it's the same promoter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same promoter from EDC. Yes. Yet that's stuff you don't know. So
Tyree?
what's happening? People buy companies every day. People buy rights. People gain partners all the time. So that's something that I would say for us, like that could say we got a true music fest, and that's one of those things where it would have to be something I'd have to push the envelope because we're not welcome. We're not accepted in those same kind of large crowds. But that's what I would want. I'd want to do an EDC, but I'd want a Rolling Loud.
No, I honestly feel like if we definitely push the agenda
Yes.
of Rolling Loud, that would be,
Rolling Loud started in Orlando.
and they bring it
When?
back to Orlando, that would be lit.
When was that? When's the last time we had a Rolling Loud concert here?
No, it grew.
Okay.
It
But it
grew.
started here.
Yeah, it started.
Okay, but why hasn't it come? Why hasn't it come back?
Because in District 5, y'all ain't made it appealing.
I didn't say nothing. Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
Build it up a little bit.
Hold on. Let me say this.
But we got the.
I have not been here the last decade. I've only been here the last year. So maybe you should take that to what has happened in the last decade. And again, who is representing the next generation? Who wants to see the stuff that young? I have to remind my colleagues.
That was another political uppercut.
There we go. There we go.
I like
Hey, here on Stutter Pot.
I remind.
Which one of y'all?
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I have to remind folks. I have to remind my colleagues. No matter what age you are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have to remind my colleagues.
That much
no matter
impact?
like
Ooh.
what you.
That's
What
crazy.
no matter what age you are right now, once upon a time we were all young.
There we go.
So we have to create an atmosphere that the next generation has the opportunity to enjoy life.
Enjoy
Those
life.
guys was
Thank
able to
you.
come-
Thank
Listen.
you. Come on now.
I don't get that.
Come on now.
Right. So okay, so let me get this. I get the blame for the downtown nightlife drama. Downtown nightlife drama didn't happen under my watch. The after midnight license didn't happen under my watch. What I have been able to do is to protect midnight shutdowns.
Mm.
I had been able to advocate because they were trying to do that last year. Whoa,
Yeah, I
hold
seen
up.
that.
Hold up. I had to tell everybody.
They all about to cry.
Hold on, not under my watch. And I have
You
to
know, last
remind
year-
folks, there is a next generation. So like that's what I have to when I get that. Oh, you the one that. Matter of fact, you know what I heard on Facebook the other day? Hold on.
Mm-mm.
No, because you have people that don't understand nightlife and don't understand, so they do whatever staff tell them to do, or whatever the mayor tells them to do, and that's not how it works. Because you have a group to answer to, and I had to say it because y'all could go watch on YouTube. I had to tell my downtown is mine. When y'all decide that y'all want to make decisions, they call me. Whether it's the residents or it's the businesses or even the visitors, they call me. They ain't calling y'all.
Big mom.
There we go. Hold on, say that again for the people in the back. Say that again for the people in the back. They didn't hear you.
It's my downtown.
It's
But
okay.
no. So
All
like I
right.
saw a comment the other day and somebody was like, so a little bit about my backstory. I lost my husband coming outside of a nightclub to gun violence, right? So I saw somebody say, "Oh, I saw her story. That's why she's trying to shut downtown." I was like, "No. How about you go? Let me give you some date and time stamps that the after midnight service charge that has unfortunately caused some nightclubs to shut down happened in 2023 before I was even elected." Okay. So you should look at who was the representative in 2023. It wasn't me. What I have done is I opened back Orange Avenue. Orange Avenue has been shut down for decades. Orange Avenue,
When you say shut down, what do you mean? Orange Avenue been
it,
shut down?
it used to be closed. They used to be roadblocked. You can drive through Orange Avenue now.
Certain time.
You at 10:30 every Friday and Saturday they used to barricade the whole downtown.
From Fahrenheit. It was still Fahrenheit. All the way down.
They don't do that anymore. You could freely drive down. Your Uber could drop you off if you're going to Beecham. If you're going to Taco,
Yeah.
if you're going to Taco Bell, you could get dropped off right in front of the club.
Front.
That wasn't before me. That was I stood my ground. Like let's try things that's going to break up. So what was happening and what everyone can attest to, there has always been street parties. And so everybody said, well, how do we get rid of street parties? Well, if cars are driving, then you can't hang out in the street, right? Because how many shootings do we have to have downtown during street parties
Yeah, that's true.
for people to?
They got a
I
big
wish.
event coming up on downtown right there on Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? They got Lucci coming. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Time Out and Super Dave.
So yeah, shout out Super Dave.
Several of the shootings that have taken place at Central and Orange, which is right.
Right in Orange, not in.
No. That area is fairly.
And recorded over there.
It was so there was and I don't know why they pick and choose when they want to call stuff mass shooting. I want to say in 2023, I think 6 people got shot.
At Wall Street.
In that stretch of Orange Avenue. It wasn't at Wall Street. It was in that stretch between Beecham and Wall Street. So for me, I was like, okay, well, if we can alleviate people hanging out in the streets and get on the sidewalk, because here's what: if it's congested, you can go to your destination. So the goal is, how do I get people to just stop coming to hang out and go to a nightclub? If you coming downtown, don't just come out and say, I'm just gonna people watch. No, find a
That's what a lot
venue.
of people be doing. That's
But
what a lot of
find-
people be doing.
And sometimes it's trying to get out the house.
Okay.
Literally, just trying to.
Mhm.
I would just so I can look out and watch people.
Were you inside of an establishment?
Yes.
That's my point. I'm trying to get the people who just come and say, I'm just gonna stand here and watch. No,
Outside the
go
pizza spot. Outside this pizza spot. Tell you, yeah.
You're saying that's why it's a problem because you're going on down there with your mindset, normal type of situation. I'm just want to watch people.
And I'm trying to
Then,
be isolated.
but that's fine. That's like you, right? But then there's
Other people
saying,
that I want to be seen.
We're going to be the 8, 9, 10, and we're going to turn this corner into the block. We're going to be in smoking. Boom, we're going to have our open containers.
It's blocked off and cars can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, now I ain't like to take trick. Even me being like, what is it, like a person, like consumer downtown type of thing. Hell no, I don't want to.
But you want to know why? What you want to know why I want to get everybody to his space and not what you just said? Because the chances are you're not gonna have a gun on you if something go down. You're not gonna have a gun on you. You know why? Because you had to go inside of an establishment.
Yeah.
The 8 of them are standing on the corner. There's a higher probability, and
Well,
even
neither
if,
one of
like,
them
even
got a
with-
gun.
and you could with open carry, but he's not gonna have one because he know he
gotta
got to
be
go inside of this club. He gonna get patted down.
Wall Street.
Okay.
Turn that corner, and you walk in that area.
Mhm.
You getting grounded or something.
Exactly.
But no matter what club you go
Yep.
into, we're in that area.
Yep.
That's why.
It's a safe, but that's what I'm saying. That's the space I want to create. So when we open back up the roads, I'm not gonna stand on this packed corner.
And the music that they playing on Wall Street is different from the music that the other people be going to.
In most places, it
Yeah.
is.
You know what I'm saying? People can say whatever racist and all that type of vibe, but as it if you go to certain bars and they're playing, different type of
means
music and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
So that's my thing. Like that's what it looks like for me. Like, how do I get if I put you on the sidewalk and I overpack the sidewalk, all y'all gonna find somewhere to go, right?
Exactly.
Get
Nobody's
on
gonna
the
be,
street,
nobody's
go
gonna be
inside of a
wanting to
venue.
stand
You
up on
nobody
it.
want to be in the sand and sardines on this street.
Exactly.
Because and
And so it's
our boys ain't gonna like that.
the who? The what?
What I call them? What is it? $100.
He throwing shade. Ooh, let me call Chief Smith right now. Ooh, you throwing shade.
Ain't no shade. That's why I made my little joke to him. I walked by. I said, "Boy, look at the $100 an hour boys." You know what I'm saying? Cause they would get paid an hour.
Everybody's different. He's talking about off-duty officer. The officers at the downtown. Well, no. So let me backtrack. Let me back up. Some of them, no. Let me back. Let me clear that air. Some people actually working on shift. Everybody that you see downtown is not off duty. That's a miss. Yes.
Wait,
So
they're
they're not
off
all.
No.
Well, in the club-
Outside.
So if they, no, I'm talking about when you see them in uniform. So that's a misconception that everybody's off duty because some of the offices downtown. So people have to be reminded. Downtown is still a functioning community, right? So you still got residents and 911 calls to answer, right? So the misconception that you make, and that's why I laughed and said, Chief gonna get you because everybody downtown ain't making $90 an hour because there are some people who are just that's their regular shift that they're at.
Okay, so I got a question. So for the ones that are off duty, what are they making?
It's a different pay range. Go ahead.
Like $900.
Well, come become a police officer then. If you want to make okay, so come be a police officer.
I'll probably go rock with probably Mina before Orlando.
Mina was OPD first. Okay, so go. Okay, y'all heard this here. He ready to go to school. Who got the
Take
next
the
academy?
classes.
Who got the next academy?
You know,
He
sign
looking
them
to be
up.
Sponsored.
You trying to first and last name. First and last name.
But I'm gonna get back to why I'm making that comment.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about policing in our community and how police community in our Oh, okay, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Because we want to hear this. Okay, go ahead.
So you said, what were you saying? You're saying that
You should become a police officer.
I ain't gonna tell you the truth. I'd rather not become a cop.
Okay.
Because how I will, be able to move.
Move in the city.
You know what I'm saying? So I would be able to move as into like it would be like kind of like if Denzel from Training Day had the Good Brother. You know what I'm saying? So instead of him now being involved in the
that side.
I'll be like the good, you know what I'm saying?
Good Samaritan trying to, motivate the hood.
No.
And that don't make you bad if you know what's going on.
But ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
Well, hold on, wait.
If I could be, if I was a cop, right?
Now talk about it.
And I was a cop, and I know for a fact I can help out with certain situations. Right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even look the side eye. Just actually.
Well, not even look at the side. I'm talking about like as to if me, because I'm gonna be in the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be in the community type of situation. So I'm gonna know about this, and this. Boom, I'm gonna know. Okay, this kid go over here. Bruh, go over there. I'm gonna know all what's going on, right? Yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna be the type of person, I'm like, look, hey, y'all might want to tighten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't looking too good.
Now that's good shit.
You know what I'm saying? There's different vibes. I ain't gonna get no, hey man. I'm like, hey y'all, tighten up.
Instead of y'all.
Instead of putting everybody in lined up.
Yeah, but then the people who I work with, they not gonna like that. They like, that was a 6 month investigation, and you went and told them to tighten up. I'm like, well, but did it stop?
Did it work? Did it work?
And it won't stop. That's the whole key because that happens more often than you ever want to believe. It does. People get the heads up all the time, but for them, they feel like they smarter than. Criminals as a whole feel like they smarter than everybody else. So if you feel like you smarter than you gonna get caught.
So what is considered a criminal to you?
What's considered a criminal?
Yeah, what's a criminal to you? Like, what's a criminal and it's somebody
I mean, by technicality definitions, if you commit, stir the pot.
Yeah, there we go.
If you commit, if you commit a crime, if you commit a crime, you're classified as a criminal, right? I think everybody deserves chances, and we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves chances, but that's why, like at California, you get the 3-strike rule. Okay, how many times I got to keep giving you chances and getting your chances and getting your chances?
3 strikes in your whole life, though, and it's certain.
I mean, that's how I move on. You disrespect me 3 times, that's it. I'm done with you.
What's up? Well, hold on now.
I'm Haitian. You feel me? Like, you ain't gonna disrespect me too many times, and I'm just gonna.
Just because you create a crime don't mean you disrespect me.
Your license was suspended because you got vulturing and your husband polite society. You got pulled over. That's your third strike.
Let me tell you something. What if I told you most of the people sitting in prison right now are in prison for economic crimes? So that's the thing. Like, how often
Define economic crimes though. Define that.
economic crime? Hold on, the young lady that's been going around social media that apparently by visuality she looks disabled. I don't know if you've seen the video. She went to court. I think Bree. I can't remember her name, but if you look at her, those are petty. Those are economic crimes. She wanted something at a Target, so she went and picked it up, right? So, okay, so you use that, right, and say she has a disability, right? And she continues to go back. Put yourself. No, no, no. Listen. The system has failed because I'm gonna go back to this
There we go.
economic part.
There
The
we go.
system has failed because there should have been some kind of services, group home, or whatever. Now, special shout out to state attorney and the public defender for making sure
What's their name?
Oh, shout out to Monique Worrell and Melissa Vickers.
There we go. There we
Melissa
go.
Vickers is the public defender, and Monique Worrell is the state attorney. Because when they found out, here's the other part too. People who may not understand how a charge goes. For every charge, there's someone who committed it and there's a victim. And so when someone says, I've been victimized, then the state attorney is supposed to say, okay, well, how bad is the crime? Right? No matter how big or how small. So in her instance, Target didn't know who she was. They didn't see her. They might not have seen
There
that.
we go.
They might not have seen her disability. What they saw was you stole from me. They didn't say right. So then when the judicial system comes, and this is where we've got to work on some court systems, and that's some things that in 2026 legislative session, being able to look at who's doing first appearances, can we do judges versus magistrates? So there's a couple of legislations that I'm working on changing next year. But in that instance, she sat in jail because she couldn't bond herself out, right? So she couldn't bond herself out, which I have not spent the time, and I will. I need to spend the time to find out how many other times has she been arrested, because that becomes a thing. If you on bond, let's say for instance, she got another charge and she got her ROR, release on recognizance, and they say, okay, you know what, it's a petty theft. Go on, go about your business. But then it happened again and again and again. So while I understand the community outrage, but there was still a victim at that time, and the victim was the business that she stole from. So in her case, and that's why I said this is why I say shout out to the PD and the state attorney's office, because when she got to court, they realized that there was something wrong, and they said, okay, we're gonna figure this out. We're not gonna give you a court cost. We're gonna waive that, and we're gonna do community service, and we're gonna get you to help. The system
that's
failed,
good.
and I'm gonna tell you why the system failed. Because are there group homes? I don't know. Again, that's why I haven't done my deep dive. Are there group homes for whatever kind of disability that she has? A lot of group homes, they kick you out at 18. Some of them kick you out at
Yep.
21. So there aren't.
Why do people say the system failed? When has the system ever like
It's not enough money. It's not
the
enough
system
money.
was a good like?
It's not enough space.
Okay, so I got a question, right?
Mhm.
So what's a school in your district?
I got a bunch of them. What grade?
High school. Let's say high school.
Jones and Evans.
Jones and Evans. Okay. Let's say if you get a phone call saying that ICE agents are at Jones and Evans and they're picking up kids because they're trying to get to the parent, how would Shana Rose like handle a situation like that? So like you know for a fact like it's been going on for like 2 weeks now. Like, hey, they're ICE agents are here at
And literally parking up right
get a
outside,
pull up, like,
right outside
and
the school.
Kids, they're waiting because they can't get the parents and like
They're waiting for the kids to get dropped, picked up by the
yeah,
parents.
Like, how would Shana Rose like handle a situation like that?
I think that's a Pat question.
Okay.
I think what does have to happen, and actually I can't remember which agency got in trouble for educating the immigrant community. So I am third generation immigrant. My family's from St. Lucia. So when you talk immigration and you talk fighting and you talk in equity, I don't think there's an equity like chart I don't fall under. So protecting immigrants in this community, immigrants have been the pillar of this community,
Okay.
of this country.
Okay.
Should I let me make it a little bit bigger, right? immigrants have made this country what it is, from the light, the street lights, and you name it, right? We have been the pillar of this country. What hasn't been happening is, what do protections look like for them? Are we educating? Are we changing policies? So the system can work when people are fighting for to make the system work.
There you go.
Are we educating people? Are we changing, policies? I give you one of the biggest ones. You could be a law abiding citizen. Well, let me figure out the law. But what and that's it. I can educate.
Okay.
That's what I can do. I can educate and say, "Hey, here are your rights. Here's what you can do." That's what I can do.
There you
Cuz
go.
I don't control immigration, I don't control ICE, but I can educate.
That part. I don't think nobody control it.
Yes, so I can
They
educate
doing
you.
what they
Hey,
want to
this
do.
is these are your resources, these are your opportunities. Could come together with some of our immigration lawyers and say, "Hey, can we start working on papers?" But here's the thing.
There's a lot of dope immigration lawyers in the city. Shout out my dog Yazin. You know what I'm saying? Been going crazy. Number one immigration lawyer in the city. You know what I'm saying? Right there in your district, right there on Kirk.
Oh, you got some questions for him.
Yeah, check, check.
Check, check.
Yeah, yeah. So shout out to Abden Law.
Oh, mine is flashing now. You probably can have like 2, 3 episodes when we're done. That's it.
Okay, so that's 34 minutes, but then before then we had like
For,
50,
yeah.
52. So yeah, together not good.
Y'all can make multiple
Yeah,
segments.
to be
No,
honest,
fair.
yeah.
Turn it into like a 30-minute. Figure out what's a clip.
Yeah,
and
so we're trying to figure out when we're gonna be able to get that boxing match between you and Regina.
That's something I would pay to watch.
Oh my God, I'm like, I'm
That's
sorry,
something
tickets would sell,
That's something I would
and then
pay
we
to
can
watch.
put it all back into District 5.
I would actually pay to watch that.
That'd be pretty dope.
She,
Can't lie.
she
I don't want to go to jail for elderly abuse.
Oh, not elderly abuse.
I don't want to get jail for elderly abuse.
Oh my goodness!
Damn.
Hey, y'all heard that, right?
Damn.
Y'all heard that, right?
Hey, oh,
He want to stir the pot.
Let me say this.
We've gotten deep on this one,
Mhm.
and so I'm gonna run through the edits. I want to give you the opportunity to watch it
Okay.
before we put it out.
no, we put this thing out raw.
No, look here. I am neutral.
Oh,
It's
you're
in
neutral.
me,
Okay.
but I'm concerned about the community.
Okay.
So there's a part of me that wants
Man.
to make things happen the way it's supposed to happen. My mom grew up there.
Mhm.
All of her sisters, mom's whole side family grew up in Power Court Projects.
Okay.
Stone out, all of that. They grew up
Mhm.
there.
Where are they now?
In Tallahassee.
Oh, okay.
Tallahassee and St. Petersburg.
Okay. They probably still got.
All we gotta do is we're gonna do the edit, make sure the colors and the sound sound good, and we dropping that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jones High School.
Drop it like it's hot.
You ready to for
Stir
her
the
to be
pot.
blowing your? I can't believe.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna go. We're gonna put it on all the blogs. I'm gonna put it on the Atlanta Media Group. We're gonna put that.
all of them.
Especially with you and her in a boxing match.
Oh, what?
That's gonna be a great
I'm
clip.
gonna make a little edit.
Some society stuff.
Yep.
Mess that
Red.
sweater
Yep.
Can I call you Rose? We're like, oh, she ain't bull. She got a Vaseline on it, but they ain't bullshit. They got the Jones and Evans band
And the-
walking out like tum 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 tum. And we're gonna do it at at the soccer stadium.
Soccer say, oh yeah.
Do it at the soccer stadium.
The soccer
At the ring, we get a big ring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna do like right there, ditch 5. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so is there anything that you want to let the people know, you know what I'm saying, about yourself or what you doing and why they need to vote for you?
I would say this: don't let my looks fool you.
What you saying?
Don't let my looks fool you.
What's the look that you look
So
for you being?
folks say I wear the suit.
Mm-hmm.
I have been through hardships. So when folks say, how can she relate to me? One, I live in Paramore, so I can relate in a lot of ways. I've experienced homelessness. I've experienced child loss. I've experienced poverty. But I've turned my pain into purpose,
Mm.
right?
Talk
So
about it.
being able to realize the gaps that I had where I felt like I didn't get support in this or I could have used help is what I do. I live in that space. So, even at the nighttime, the nightlife. I lost my husband coming outside of a club to gun violence. And
Sorry
so
to hear that.
That's crazy.
making sure downtown is a safe place for everyone so like no one else's family has to go through that. Making sure people are educated. Today we partnered with the Department of Health and they had a maternal wellness care, right? To talk to women. I've had miscarriages, right? So I know what it feels like to not know your health status and say, well, I didn't know that I had um a blood factor that causes my blood to clot, and I lost not one, I lost two pregnancies, right? So I know what it is to say like being poor in America is always against you. I didn't have good insurance. So yeah, you don't have good insurance in America, you're gonna get
Ain't
second
nothing.
you're gonna get second class treatment, right? So I had a son that passed away 3.5 years old. We had Medicaid. He didn't get the best treatment. So his stomach kept bloating. He had pseudo obstruction of the bowel. His stomach kept bloating, and at 3.5 one day, all of his organs shut down. So when you talk about like the pain and the struggle, like don't let because I don't drink and I don't do drugs, don't let that fool you that I cannot
Ain't not
relate to
relatable,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one thing I could tell folks. Like, what does she know about? Can relate very well. Like, there's not a room I can't sit in when you talk about hardship. My grandmother died of breast and lung cancer, so I could sit in the room and say, "What are we doing to keep a healthy community?" I tell you this, when anybody call me about breast cancer, okay, where we at? What we doing? What you need from me, right? Or how
Yeah.
can I support? Because
Mhm.
I'm big on that. I'm big on health. I'm big on, my motto is health as well. So I would say like that's the biggest thing that if anyone listening, and you might want to put this at the beginning of the show, right?
Yeah.
So if any one person listening could say, because that's the biggest thing I hear is that like, well, she not from here. That don't make it. What it does allow me to do, not being from here, is be able to see the areas of gaps where we could do better.
We could do better. We can improve. There we go.
Because if you lived here all your life, you see the same things. You see
Exactly.
the same things, so you
Come
don't know what
on.
better is,
Come
right?
on.
You may not, and that's not to say like, oh, because a person may, and I won't even say it could be somebody you could live in a high rise,
Mm,
and I could
the
walk
four
in and be
corners.
like, hold on,
The
I
four
could I
corners.
could walk in and say, well, man, y'all shrubbery could be a little bit better, right? Like y'all pool could be a little bit better. Then I can go into an impoverished community and say, well, what if I offered you better jobs? Because let me tell you, we talk about gentrification. What also comes to gentrification is property owners will say, I want to sell my building. If you living and you renting in somewhere and your property gets sold, I can't stop that. I can't stop
Mhm.
your landlord from selling your building. But if I provided you the training opportunities and the
Yeah.
job opportunities,
Yeah.
you could live anywhere. If I provided
And
you
the
the
knowledge.
financial literacy,
Yeah.
if I provided you the credit repair, you could go anywhere in this world.
Yeah.
So like that's my thing. When folks like see me, they be like, "Oh, she not relatable." Because no, like talk to me. When I hear from, "Oh, you don't look," no, like talk to me. Like I would say 99% of the time when you see me, my mind is running. So sometimes people are like, oh, she don't look approachable. No, come talk to me. I probably need to get out my thoughts thinking about like the
Think
phone
about.
conversation I just had
Yeah,
or the email.
exactly.
Because, oh my God, you'd be surprised with the emails that I get, right?
Yeah.
So when
The
people see me,
contract for the boxing match.
there he go.
Stir the pot.
So like that's my thing. Like what I would say is like letting folks know that I am relatable. Just because I don't wear my pain, just because you don't see me in a nightclub and I'm not partying and hanging out, that doesn't mean that I don't understand. What I can say is I can make sure that when you do go to wherever you go in to party, to hang out, to go chill, one, it's got good health inspections, it's got good fire inspections, it's safe for you to get out of there. Two, I'm gonna make sure that they got licenses and they doing the right thing. And three, I'm gonna make sure they got the proper security no matter where you go. Cause that's that's my pillar. So like that's my thing. Like I could say like when people say, "Go, what's my hardship?" Is like, "Oh, she's not from here. She doesn't know." Well, no, it's good that I'm not from here. I
Yeah.
can see the
They can
things that
see the
y'all are
things that
missing.
y'all need.
I can go fight and say, well, this person called me, and that's what I can do best. I can say, here's your problem. Let me give you 10,000 ways to fix your problem.
Mm.
See, a lot of people don't even acknowledge the problem.
I got slammed. Listen, I got slammed the other day on social media. So Cardi B with the whole Cardi B Nicki Minaj thing.
Mm.
Cardi B was trying to end the argument, and how she ended the argument, she told the girl, "Go get help." Everybody beat me up. I'm like,
That's the best thing you can do.
Cardi was trying to end the back and forth internet
Do you
beef.
think Cardi was wrong though?
No, I think she was right. I think to
No,
tell
no,
her that
no, no. I'm talking about with the whole situation of like getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? While still married.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
how y'all in grown folks'
That's
bedroom.
crazy.
Somebody's bedroom.
I'm not. She
She putting it out.
She
She putting it out in the
I
world.
don't know. No. I don't know that.
And her husband been cheating on her. That
But
they are legally okay. Hold
but
on. In
did
Cardi
he get
B's words,
another?
hold on. In Cardi B's words, she is legally by court documents separated. By legal technicalities, which means the judge agreed. Because sometimes you get a judge that say no.
Nope.
If y'all are on a legal separation by court order,
I can understand that.
No.
I can understand that.
court ordered. But here's what I'm talking about. I'm specifically talking about their beef and how I got attacked on social media.
But you get attacked about about everything. You get you get attacked like on the daily.
Saying shout out to Cardi for being the bigger person, because how she ended was saying like, girl, you need help. She broke down that Nikki's friends ain't no good because they just surround her for what they could get.
True, because
Right?
that is true. That is 100% true.
Her closing, and so I got beat up for it. I'm like, no, like this is real life. That folks, if y'all wasn't looking at like the attack and that's the thing. The saying is, if the shoe fits it, I always tell, if the shoe fits it, lace it up and wear them. If it don't, then move on. So the ones who didn't bother was like 100, you right. But the ones who felt I was throwing shots at my opponent, oh my God, this is what you're talking about. Hold on, wait, I can't have a life.
I ain't like, I don't think you even like have to like you even like disguise your punches with your opponent. Everybody know when you punching with your opponent.
Do I be punching?
Big mama. Yeah, mama. Cause she said, just because I don't go to the club with y'all, and just because I'm like, oh.
With y'all, you heard what she said now.
She said, just because I don't be at the
Okay. What do you mean? I don't go to the club. Now I will say this. What I do is I will take time and I will go check out nightlife and check in, because for me, when a business comes to me and complain, I've been doing this for years before being a commissioner. So you could go beach them, you can call Tier, you can call all of them. I will pop in, I will pick a night, and I will be like, I'm gonna throw some clothes on, because I live in Paramount, so I live 5 minutes away. I'll put on some clothes. First, I'll find out what streets are closed. No events, as it doesn't matter.
I need you to come to Content Z. It's in Paramore.
When is it?
October 26th.
Okay, make sure you send me all the details. But I will pick, and I'll go. I'll go check in. For me, I want to look. So even though the owners know me at the nightclub, they still warn me. They still ID me like every. I want to make sure that that when I say.
No, they know. They said she crazy. Tap me twice.
One or twice. Make sure you get in between. Backside.
No, but
or they probably might think that they're like, hey, she in here looking for her opponent.
At Beacham?
I don't know.
Definitely at Beacham. She might be at Beacham.
She might be there.
I know like y'all don't have no like, well, I know it's political beef type of thing, but let's just say, hypothetically, right? You know what I'm saying? If y'all were both at the NBA YoungBoy concert, right? You know what I'm saying? And then like y'all was in the y'all went to the special bathroom that nobody knows about it. You and her, nobody got their phone out, and like y'all like.
She gonna hold her head down and walk and go wherever she going.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
I mean,
I believe it. I believe it.
There's witnesses.
Or she like, girl, you better just get out my way.
Nah, I believe it.
That's all. That's that pot you stirring. That's internet stuff.
Oh.
That's for likes and shares and captions, and that's internet stuff. That's what the biggest one they call cyberbullying. Internet, the biggest internet. That's internet stuff. That's what. And I don't live in that space. I don't live in the. Oh, I'm looking for likes and who gonna see me. I'm looking for sympathy. Like I have to, and I will say it.
They said you got the big money though. They said you raised the big money for, you know what I'm saying, on social media. This social media, I don't know the truth. They said, you know, you got you raised the M's.
Hitting numbers.
Raise M's.
They said you raised millions for your campaign. They said when you about to push your button, they said it's gonna be a.
They said pew pew pew. Yep.
What is that shit?
I said it. No, like I said, like that's my biggest thing, like my biggest takeaway. Like I'm relatable, like, but I have not ever been a nightlife person. I've never been the person you're gonna see on the scene.
Yeah.
But I will pop out, like if there's something going on, like.
What?
If you did show that you got whatever, don't never apologize for that, because if you earned it, that's what you did. Don't never apologize for that.
What did you talk? What you talking about, Willis?
No, I'm talking about.
Look, being people judge me all the time. Like, oh, she can't. Well, I probably consider more rooms, and I can go from the the standing outside under the tree to the big rooms at a round table that's going to bring something right back to that same community.
That part.
Right. And I've been able to successfully do that. I could sit in any room and say, how does this benefit? Where does this benefit?
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people all the time, if the city was like the county, because the county, all their emails are public. If somebody ever sat down and looked at some of the stuff I be sending people, no, you will not do this. No, you can't have this. No, you can't do. No, we shouldn't be doing it. People would be like, oh, she really care.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly care. Like with EDC,
I don't think anybody can say that, or like you and don't like you can say like she don't care. I don't think anybody can say that.
Oh well, go check the comments. What has she done? Well, let me show you. What
I'm saying, as people can say that, but I don't think people can say that. Like, yeah, like they know that. It's just that they might be on the side that they on, and I don't think anybody can say you don't care. You know what I'm saying?
You be like I said, you be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
My comments be commenting.
Yeah.
And I just be like,
No, that's dope. I ain't gonna
Good
lie. I definitely appreciate you. You know, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We had some great conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna need you back.
Definitely gonna need.
oh, you're gonna need me back. Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it's like before.
And
You know what I'm saying? After. You know what I'm saying? Type of situation.
After we keep D5. After
definitely.
Sharon Rose remains a District 5 City Commissioner.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And you know like Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm saying? D5.
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 Oh, hence like my shirt. I love D5.
Hold on, wait. With the rolls. Who made your shirt? Who made your shirt? Shout them out. I know somebody made your shirt.
I don't remember, dog. Who made my shirt? I don't remember.
Don't worry, we're gonna start making
Shana's I Love D5 shirts.
Okay, so wait. I got the backside is even better. I got all the communities on the backside of my shirt. Like all of the communities from District 5. So
that part. Okay, we're gonna start.
Okay, bet. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Very good idea.
D5, you know what I'm saying? Unity is key.
There we go. We're making it happen.
no, I literally meant that. No, I literally do.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I physically do. Yeah,
But
physically.
it's like I got my community on my back. No, that's dope. That's dope.
But
I would love to make that shirt for you.
Boy, I tell you.
If you want.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah,
But no, yeah, that's what I probably could say. It's been good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, definitely.
I'll be back. Don't worry. I ain't going.
Of course, we got a lot of things that we got. You know, we got to go to our EDC event.
Yup, that's
Get the backstage passes.
We got. Oh, I ain't tell you. Look, this is what we're gonna start doing with Shana, right? So she goes to the different restaurants all around. So she don't be eating at all different type of restaurants. She's gonna take pictures and support.
Oh, whoa, pause.
I said all of them.
Most of them I do. Sometimes I've just been to go. I don't want to get that misconception. I'm just going to take a photo op.
No.
Hold on.
I said to go support.
Oh,
Go to
okay.
support. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So what we're gonna start doing
Yeah.
is start going with her. You know what I'm saying? Do like a little foodie vibe, take food.
There we go.
Review. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you got, Mr. Rose? Well, I got the okay.
I do not sound like an old lady. Hold on.
Another punch at your opponent.
Your opponent, you know, stir the pot.
Yeah. I asked you. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to try to figure out, okay, if it's not a boxing match or a slapping match type of thing, we need to do some kind of
I think a soccer game would be good. A soccer game at the soccer arena, yeah.
like just something like cool, or like you know what I mean, like an event where like shoot, if everybody, a t-ball game, something. You know what I'm saying? Bowling would be good. Well, I don't know. You might be at disadvantage because she might know more older people. Older people are better at bowling.
How you know she know older people?
Oh, because she's older.
You know her age.
Is that
You know
what
around.
Hey, we back off that one.
Okay.
But,
You know you're right. She do know a lot of older people. You right. Right. You you right. You right. You right. Hold on. You right. I gotta give you that one.
we can even have
He took it there. I just had to finish it.
Tony Boy perform at halftime, right?
Tony Boy? Oh yeah.
Tony Boy and
I mean that's your boy.
Tony Boy. Who else?
Who else? Hot Boy.
Okay.
And that's your people. Who's your artist that you like that
You would want to actually come out, yeah.
I mean, I do. Everybody in the city. Shout out to D Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, D Boy. That's a good one.
You think I listen to all of them? Loose Cannon.
Okay.
All of them.
That's two.
Who's your favorite?
That's two.
Get out the mud.
I ain't like get out the mud. I ain't like I'm in love with Sweetwater. Sweetwater, that's it.
Hold on, he just dropped a new one with
Sweet.